Hey everyone, welcome back to the AI for Beginners with Python series. In the last episode, we explored how to process and analyze data, but before we train any model, we first need to see our data because visualization helps us understand what the numbers actually mean. In today's episode, we learn how to visualize data using Matplotlib and Seaborn, two of the most powerful Python libraries for data visualization. Let's get started. First, we are going to create a new file and import libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. Let's name the file as episode4.py and now import our libraries. Run this file in VS Code. You should see the welcome message, which means our libraries are ready to use. Before any AI model is trained, data scientists visualize data to find patterns, trends, and errors. Visualization helps us answer what does the data look like, are there outliers or missing values, and how are features related to each other. Let's start simple with Matplotlib. First, we are going to write some lines of code for a simple line plot, and then for bar chart, pie chart, scatter plot. Let's create two arrays, x equal to b dot array. Let's save and run this program. This shows how one variable depends on another. The basic idea behind how AI learns patterns. Bar charts help compare values across categories, perfect for quick insights. Let's see how our output will look. And we got that right. Let me write some code for pie chart and scatter plot. With these lines of code, we are going to create a pie chart and then we declare two variables x and y for our scatter plot. Let's see how our output will look. Pie chart gives us a percentage view, great for overviews like user distribution or sales split. And here you can see our scatter plot example. Scatter plots show relationships and outliers, just like how AI identifies trends in noisy data. While Matplotlib gives us control, Seaborn gives us beauty. It's built on top of Matplotlib and works perfectly with Pandas data frames. Let's load a sample dataset. So we wrote from Seaborn import load dataset. This is the famous iris dataset used in ML. It contains petal and sepal dimensions of flowers. Now I'm gonna write some code for histogram or distribution plot, then scatter plot with Seaborn and correlation heat map, and then we are going to compare our different plots. So in this program, we imported our libraries. Then from Seaborn, we imported the dataset iris and then wrote some code for histogram plot, scatter plot with Seaborn, and correlation heatmap. A histogram helps us see how data is distributed, which tells AI how spread out a feature is. This figure is of scatter plot. Here, each color represents a different flower species. Notice how clusters naturally form. That's how AI recognizes groups in data. If you try to directly plot the heat map, an error will show saying string cannot be converted to float. To solve that error, we are going to change these lines of code to these lines of code. Now what these lines of code will do is, they will select the numerical values and help us display the correlation heat map. Let's see what we are going to get. Perfect. Heat maps helps us understand relationships between features. If two features are strongly correlated, AI can use one instead of both to simplify learning. You might also see some output in the terminal. We got this output using line number 9. Let's end with a small project visualizing real data. We'll use COVID-19 or stock prices as an example. Here's how you can visualize COVID cases over time using pandas and Seaborn. We are first going to import our libraries, then create a sample dataset and convert that dataset into data frame using pandas. After all that, we are going to use line plot. So here we imported all our libraries, NumPy, Panda, Matplotlib and Seaborn. We are going to create a dataset and then convert it into data frame. So we created a sample called data and using pandas, we converted our dataset into data frame. Let me now write the code for line plot. Let's run and see the output. Okay, so I wrote G instead of Q. Let's save and run again. And we got a line plot. You can also replace this dataset with real data from a CSV and instantly turn it into a beautiful AI ready chart. Let's create one more. Create a dataset for stocks and then using line plot we are going to see our data. For stock market visualization, we are going to create a dataset called stocks and then we are going to plot it. Let me change this set. Stocks. Let's write day. Price. Let's change it into stocks. Let's also change these values to stock, price, trend, day, and right here price. Let's also change the values of X and Y. Let's try some different color. For example, I'm gonna write blue here. Let me save and run this. I don't think there is need of rotation. But let's see the output. Okay, the trend line shows how stocks prices move. Similar techniques are used in AI for financial forecasting. And that's it for today's video. You have learned how to visualize data using Matplotlib and Seaborn, a skill every AI engineer must master before training models. In the next episode, we'll explore how AI learns patterns automatically with machine learning basics. Training versus testing, supervised versus unsupervised learning. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment your favorite chart, line, bar, or heat map. See you in episode 5.